Morning, boys and girls. Today for writing, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be editing and checking over your persuasive letters. Okay, this will be the final day of persuasive letter writing. All right, so if you notice, I have up our writer's checklist. We used it in the classroom, so I want to go over this writer's checklist with you guys to make sure that you do all of these things when you are checking your work. Remember, of course, first thing to do is to reread, right? And when you're rereading, you want to reread and check for one of these things each time you reread. So let's see. The first one says, did I use a capital letter at the beginning of my sentence? So you want to go through, reread, and check all your capital letters, make sure they are all there. Of course, too, you know that proper nouns and should also be capitalized. People's names, the letter I, okay, all of those capitalization rules. The next thing you want to check, you want to reread again and check, did I use, finger spaces between words. You guys are doing it on the Chromebook, so you should have your spaces, but just make sure that, you do have your spaces in your piece. The next part is, did I use punctuation at the end of my sentence? We have period, exclamation mark, question mark. So you want to go through and check all of your punctuation, make sure it's accurate and correct. This also goes to, when we think about punctuation, remember, we don't want to have, 4 or 5 lines of writing without any punctuation. Okay, so you want to make sure that you have periods at the end of your sentences. I know sometimes we just write and we don't add periods. So when you're reading and you think, okay, when do I want to take a breath? That's where your period should go. Okay, or exclamation mark or question mark. So be careful with that. Did I use word wall to spell sight words correctly? You guys can't see our word wall right now, but the typical normal words, that you should be able to spell, did you spell them correctly? Of course, will there be spelling mistakes in your writing? Yes, there might be, and that's okay as long as you listen to the sounds that the word makes and wrote down the sounds that you hear, and it's, mostly accurate. And of course, now with you guys on the Chromebook, there is spell check you can use as well. And then the last one, did I read over my writing to see if it makes sense? Make sure it makes sense. Also, too, I wanted to add to this that if you are reading and you realize that you can improve your writing, or you're like, oh, that sentence, I can make that sentence better by adding this adjective or adding better words to my writing, you want to also do that as well. Okay, so if you're reading and you want to improve your writing with any of the strategies we've learned throughout the year, definitely do that as well. Okay. All right, so you're going to, again, remember how to find, I'm in my Google Drive right now. Remember how to find your persuasive writing. You go to your Google Drive. See, I searched writer's checklist because that's what I was looking for. You'll search persuasive writing, letter writing. Okay, and your letter should be there. And then you'll just click on it in your Google Drive, okay? All right, so this is your final day, so make sure that your persuasive letter has everything also that it needs, such as your topic sentence, your reasons, and your conclusion. Okay? All right. Well, let me know if you need any help.